Most musicals produced during the Great Depression, while satiric and topical, were nevertheless light and breezy. So the courage of George Gershwin in creating a realistic folk opera about blacks was all the more astounding. Based on his 1925 novel and play, DuBose Hayward would write the book and lyrics for Porgy and Bess. During the writing, Ira Gershwin joined the project as co-lyricist. It would take George Gershwin only 20 months to write the entire score and complete the orchestrations. Opening night, the major newspapers would send both music and drama reviewers. Porgy and Bess was not as well received as one might expect. Composer Kay Swift, a close friend of Gershwin's, attended opening night. I asked her, was the response of the critics what you had expected?
Well, no, it wasn't, but George was never knocked down by anything. He really wasn't. He knew that Porgy was a great piece of work, and so he was able to swing it.
Porgy's realistic story presented for the first time on Broadway an entire cast of black performers with operatic voices.
Porgy, as a musical, had been floating around for a while. Carmen was going to do it as a musical for Al Jolson.
With Oscar Hammerstein.
Right, and nothing came of it.
It does occupy, I think, a very special place, because I don't think anything went, it didn't influence anything after that, but it was an incredible achievement for George Gershwin to have done. And I've never been able to understand, in reading in biographies or whatever gave him the idea, since here was the man that was writing these lighthearted musical shows for the Astairs.
Well, he was always ambitious. Look at his classical pieces, the more serious pieces.
Yes. This was to be George Gershwin's last piece for the theater. He would die suddenly of a brain tumor in July of 1937 at the age of 38. This loss was the theatrical shock of the decade. Gershwin's outgoing personality and his energy were such a part of his music that those who never knew him personally felt the loss almost as deeply as his closest friends. He progressed from Tin Pan Alley to opera in 20 short years, and his music is as popular today as it ever was. And that is a fitting tribute to this great American talent.